The tale of the Trojan horse, a legend whispered through the ages, is a story of cunning, a testament to the power of intellect over brute force, and the devastating power of deceit, a stark reminder that appearances can often be misleading. For 10 long years the Greek army besieged the mighty city of Troy, unable to break through its seemingly impenetrable walls, a fortress defying all attempts at conquest. Heroes like the swift-footed Achilles and the noble Hector clashed and fell, their epic duels shaping the course of the war, but the war dragged on relentlessly, devolving into a seemingly endless stalemate, a deadlock that frustrated both sides. With morale plummeting to its lowest depths and the soldiers weary of battle, the resourceful Odysseus, known for his cunning intellect, proposed a bold and audacious plan. The Greeks would feign a complete abandonment of the siege, sailing away as if admitting defeat, leaving behind a giant, magnificent wooden horse as a supposed offering to the gods, a symbol of their surrender. Hidden deep within the hollow belly of this colossal horse were elite Greek warriors, the bravest and most skilled of their ranks, while the main body of the Greek army discreetly waited nearby, concealed just beyond the horizon, ready to strike. The Trojans, their hearts filled with elation, genuinely believing the war was finally over, discovered the enormous horse standing before their gates and engaged in a heated debate about its true meaning and purpose. The wise priest Laocoon, a man of great foresight and intuition, vehemently warned, "I fear the Greeks, even when they come bearing gifts," his words echoing with suspicion and a sense of impending doom, but tragically, his crucial warning was abruptly silenced by a dramatic and terrifying omen, a sign seemingly sent from the gods themselves. Monstrous sea serpents emerged from the depths and brutally killed Laocoon and his innocent sons, a horrifying spectacle. Fully convinced that the horse was a sacred offering, a gift to appease the gods, the Trojans, in their misguided zeal, made the fateful decision to tear down a section of their own protective walls to bring the massive horse inside their city. That night, the city of Troy erupted in joyous celebration, a grand feast marking the supposed end of the decade-long war, completely unaware of the deadly danger lurking within their midst, a threat concealed within the wooden belly of the horse. Under the cloak of darkness, as the city slumbered, the Greek warriors silently emerged from their hiding place within the horse, their hearts pounding with anticipation, stealthily opened the city gates, allowing their comrades to pour in, and unleashed a wave of destruction and chaos upon the unsuspecting and sleeping Trojans. The war ultimately ended not with a display of brute force or military might, but with a single masterful stroke of deception, a cunning plan that outwitted the Trojans. The enduring story of the Trojan horse has become a timeless warning, a cautionary tale passed down through generations about the inherent dangers of misplaced trust and the devastating consequences of naivete. It's a myth that has resonated and echoed throughout the corridors of history, perpetually reminding us that appearances can be fatally deceiving, and that true intentions are often masked. The tragic fall of Troy was ultimately sealed, not by a lack of strength or courage, but by a single, irresistible trick, a testament to the power of deception in the annals of history. The tale of the Trojan horse has captivated imaginations for millennia. But was the Trojan horse real, or is it simply a captivating myth, a story embellished over countless retellings? While the story is compelling, many historians doubt it was a literal wooden animal. The logistics alone seem improbable. Some historians and researchers suggest it was in fact a siege engine, a massive contraption designed for warfare. This imposing structure would have been used to breach city walls, a terrifying weapon of war. Over time, the memory of this engine may have been mythologized and transformed into the legend of a horse. Others see the horse as a metaphor, a symbolic representation of something else entirely. Some believe it represents a ship, a vessel sacred to Poseidon, the god of the sea. This ship, disguised as a gift, could have been used to smuggle soldiers into Troy, bypassing the city's formidable defenses. There's even a more radical theory, suggesting that an earthquake, a phenomenon strongly associated with Poseidon's domain, played a crucial role. This earthquake may have breached Troy's walls, creating an opening for the Greeks. In this interpretation, the horse symbolizes this natural disaster, a force of nature that brought down the mighty city. Or perhaps the horse is pure metaphor, a literary device used to convey a deeper meaning. It could be a symbol of betrayal and infiltration, a representation of the hidden dangers that lie within seemingly harmless offerings, not a real object at all. Regardless of its literal truth, The story's power lies in its enduring warning. It teaches us that the greatest threats often come disguised as gifts, cloaked in deception and false promises. Whether it was a siege engine, a marvel of ancient military technology, a ship sailing under false colors, or simply a symbol, a potent reminder of human fallibility, the horse endures as a timeless lesson in deception. The myth's specific details may forever remain uncertain, lost to the mists of time, but its underlying message is undeniably timeless. The Trojan horse serves as a constant reminder to us, urging us to carefully question what we welcome into our lives and into our societies. Ultimately, its enduring legacy is less about verifiable history, and far more about the ever-present dangers of misplaced trust and the seductive allure of deception. For centuries, Troy was thought to be a myth until Heinrich Schliemann began excavating Hisarlik in Turkey. Archaeologists uncovered layers of ancient cities confirming a real fortified Troy existed. The layer known as Troy Sephta shows evidence of violent destruction and fire, matching the traditional timeline of the Trojan War. Massive limestone walls and gates reveal a city built for defense, supporting the idea that trickery was needed to breach it. No physical evidence of a wooden horse has ever been found. Wood would have decayed or burned, but the ruins prove a great city fell to war and cunning. Archaeology can't confirm the horse, but it proves Troy's reality and its dramatic end. The myth and the ruins together tell a story of conflict, ingenuity, and loss. The truth of the horse remains elusive, but Troy's fall is written in stone. In ancient Greece, the horse was far more than just a mode of transportation or a beast of burden. It was a potent symbol, deeply intertwined with the cultural values and societal structures of the time. It represented wealth, signifying the ability to afford and maintain such a magnificent creature, power, reflecting military might and social status, and divine favor, suggesting a connection to the gods themselves. By choosing a horse for their ruse, the Greeks weren't just selecting any animal. They were carefully curating a symbol, knowing its impact on the Trojan psyche. The Greeks created a gift that commanded awe and respect, a testament to their perceived superiority and cunning. The sheer size and craftsmanship of the wooden horse would have been an imposing sight. The horse's connection to Poseidon, the god of the sea and earthquakes, added religious significance, further influencing the Trojans' perception of the offering. Poseidon was also the god of horses, solidifying the animal's sacred status. This divine association made the Trojans more likely to accept it, believing it could appease the gods or even bring them good fortune. Rejecting such a gift might have been seen as an act of sacrilege. The animal also embodied the duality of war. It represented not only brute force, the raw power of warriors and the devastation of battle, but also cunning intelligence, the strategic thinking and deceptive tactics necessary to achieve victory. While figures like Achilles represented strength and martial prowess on the battlefield, it was Odysseus's cleverness, his ability to devise and execute intricate plans, that ultimately won the war for the Greeks. The horse, therefore, became a symbol of mind over muscle, a representation of strategic thinking triumphing over brute strength. It was a weapon that conquered not through direct assault, but by being welcomed inside the very heart of the enemy city. Its beauty masked its deadly purpose, concealing the armed warriors hidden within its wooden frame. This made it the perfect symbol of seductive deception, luring the Trojans into a false sense of security. The myth serves as a timeless warning that appearances can be dangerously misleading, and that one should always be wary of things that seem too good to be true. Ultimately, the horse stands for betrayal, a stark reminder of the consequences of misplaced faith. It represents the violation of trust, the shattering of bonds between people and nations. It also highlights the catastrophic cost of accepting gifts without question, emphasizing the importance of vigilance and critical thinking. Its enduring symbolic power is precisely why the story continues to resonate with audiences across generations. The Trojan horse is far more than just a clever trick employed in ancient warfare. It's a profound and multifaceted warning for the ages, urging us to question, to scrutinize, and to remain ever vigilant against deception in all its forms. The Trojan horse lives on in our language and technology. In computing, a Trojan is malware disguised as something harmless, echoing the myth's core lesson. The phrase, "beware of Greeks bearing gifts," warns us to be cautious of unexpected generosity. In politics and business, a Trojan horse describes hidden threats or subversive tactics, The story's themes of infiltration and betrayal are used in art, film, and literature. Every spy story or thriller with a hidden danger owes something to this myth. The Trojan Horse remains a blueprint for drama and a metaphor for hidden risks. Its legacy is everywhere, reminding us that trust can be exploited. At its heart, the Trojan Horse is a cautionary tale about appearances and trust. The Trojans were blinded by hope and desire, failing to question the gift before them. Their downfall came not from weak walls but from misplaced faith. The myth urges us to look beyond the surface and guard against deception. Trust is essential, but blind trust can be fatal. The story complicates victory. Troy fell not to heroism but to trickery. It asks, is a victory through deceit truly a victory? The greatest danger was not the Greeks, but the Trojans' own wishful thinking. The myth warns us, our desires can cloud our judgment and lead to disaster. The Trojan Horse is a timeless reminder to question what we want to believe. Its lesson is as relevant now as it was in ancient times. Archaeology confirms Troy was real, a mighty city destroyed by war. The story of the horse, though central to Greek and Roman tradition, remains unproven. No evidence of a giant wooden horse has ever been found. The myth may be poetic exaggeration, a metaphor, or a memory of real events. What's certain is that a great city fell, and a story of cunning victory was born. The line between fact and legend is blurred, but the myth's lessons endure. The Trojan Horse remains an unsolved mystery, its truth hidden in the ashes of Troy. Its power lies not in proof but in the enduring questions it raises about trust, deception, and human nature.